Imagine a squirrel gathering nuts for the winter. It scurries around collecting more than it could ever eat, constantly in motion, driven by an instinctual fear of scarcity. We're a lot like that squirrel, aren't we? We all experience it from time to time, the relentless worry about the future. We spend countless hours each day ruminating, fretting over what might come next. Worrying about the future is something we all do. But as Lao Tzu once said, if you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. Let's start by exploring how living in the present can free us from worry. Living in the present moment can be incredibly liberating. Instead of getting caught up in what-ifs and worst-case scenarios, focus on the here and now. One unique way to do this is through creative visualization. Imagine the best possible outcome for your worries. Visualize yourself handling challenges with ease. This can shift your mindset from fear to optimism. Another powerful technique comes from the Stoics. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, said, "Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present." The Stoics believed in focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot. To apply this, try negative visualization. Imagine the worst-case scenario, then plan how you would deal with it. This can reduce fear by preparing you for any outcome. Every day, write down 3 things you're thankful for. This shifts your focus from future anxieties to present blessings. It's also worth noting that most of the things we worry about never actually happen. Studies have shown that the vast majority of our fears are either exaggerated or completely unfounded. How often do you find yourself worrying about something, only to realize later that it wasn't nearly as bad as you imagined? Mark Twain put it perfectly. "I've had a lot of worries in my life, most of which never happened." This realization can help us put our fears into perspective and reduce unnecessary anxiety. Alan Watts, a British philosopher, said, "The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance." Embrace the uncertainty of the future as part of life's adventure. One way to do this is through mindful walking. Take a walk, pay attention to each step, and observe your surroundings. This practice grounds you in the present and helps you embrace the flow of life. Now, let's talk about another interesting approach: time chunking. Break your day into chunks dedicated to specific activities. This reduces the overwhelming nature of future tasks and helps you stay focused on the present moment. For example, dedicate the next 30 minutes solely to a hobby or task you enjoy, without thinking about what's next. Allocate a specific time each day to worry. When worries pop up outside this time, remind yourself that you have dedicated time later to think about them. This practice can help you compartmentalize and reduce constant anxiety. Remember, the future is a vast, unknown landscape full of possibilities. While it's natural to have concerns, let's not let them steal our present joy. As Søren Kierkegaard said, "Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards."